Hello and welcome, my Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this full moon to new moon next August 2020. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, and Virgo sun sign. Yo, Virgo power, you ready to rock and roll? I hope you are. My subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing, following along, liking the vids, commenting, notification bell, all that kind of stuff, because you are helping me serve the world, doing what I do best. I know of all the things that I could be doing, this is actually what I do best. I know it's a little terrifying, isn't it? But that's how this particular divine cookie crumbles this time around. If you are new to my channel, please do consider subscribing, you know, as one does on YouTube, liking the vid, you know, notification bell, because honestly, I'm going to tell you, from a Virgo's point of view, the amount of time it's taking me to, or the systems at B, to upload these like 30-minute videos, 2.5 hours, all right? So that notification bell would be helpful if you want to know when I'm putting out stuff, because I have no control over that. So once it's available, you will know. And by all means, feel free to comment in the comment section if any of this stuff resonates with you, because it's nice for me to know, right, that I'm connecting with people. Let's get down to business, though. This is a general read, right? Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You want a private read? I am bookable. This is all I do for a living. I ain't got kids, I got cats. All I got to do is scoop the litter box and open some cans at 7 p.m. Eastern, right? But, you know, it's my joy to do so. Like I said, this is what I do good, and repetition being the mother of skill. Thank you, Tony Robbins, you man mountain of a hunk. He's so hot. Sorry, got distracted. Yeah. So let's get up in this gig. What we're looking at here is a What Do I Need read. A 7-card draw, right? Sounds like a poker game. I think it is. 7-card draw is a poker game. 7 different decks, one for each pantheon of the divine that I have been working with my entire life to get you what it is that you need on 7 different levels, if you like, looking from a very specific piece of time for this full moon in Aquarius, Monday, August 3rd. It's at 11:59 a.m. In other words, a minute to noon on Monday, August 3rd, at least Eastern time. That's where I am. So if you want to do your full moon stuff, you might want to do it on Sunday night, unless you have off on a Monday, which many of us do, just saying. And then the 2-week period, the waning moon we are looking at here for the new moon in Leo, Tuesday, August 18th, which is at 10:42 p.m. So if you do it before that, you're doing your magic, your intention work in dark moon. So you'll want to wait until after that. Maybe you work it on Wednesday, because you do have the 3 days after the official astrological moment of new moon to do your intention setting, or at least that's how I roll. You do you. Cool, cool. I guess that's about it. Take some deep breaths as you go. Stay in the present moment, nice and grounded. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace to the best of my ability, right? I'm so into this, and I hope this is a really good one for us. Cross fingers, cross legs. We are the only sign that does, apparently. Let's do this. Nice deep breath. I'm going to start with the Caroline Mace archetype deck. All the decks that I read are in the description box below, all the way at the bottom. There's some other cool stuff in there. If you're into research and learning, as most Virgos are, you might find it advantageous. Okay, here we go. The collective pantheons. Let's do this. My collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved. Please, I need one card in clarity for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This full moon in Aquarius to new moon next in Leo, August 2020. What is the dominant archetypal pattern in themselves, in another, or in a situation, maybe all of those things together, that they most need to alchemize from lead to gold, from shadow to light, from toxic to healthy? This new moon to full moon next for the Virgo collective. The Advocate archetype, lovely. The Action family of archetypes. And I manifested a kitten. Look what I just did. This is the second time today. Come on up, baby. That's why I keep the brushy brush. This is the official brushy brush of the Lyons family. Yes, my baby head. No, you have to wait until Din Din. He's my youngest. This is Melchior, my Taurus. The question before us is, where is the Taurus? We'll give you kisses. Mwah. Such a good boy. Now go lay down. I'm Mama because cats can't say daddy. They go, Mama. They also go, meow. It's a little creepy. So let me read you. What you looking at? Let me read you the definitions here, the shadow and the light. Now, why I do these for the waning moon and not the waxing moon, what do I need reads, is because lead, literally, on the periodic table, if you know what I'm talking about, has 3 more atoms than gold. I know, you'd think gold would have more atoms than lead. No. So waning moon, something has to be given up, transformed, released, let go of, in order to alchemize lead into gold. Lead, which is toxic, can kill you. Gold, which is actually a healing element. If you've ever heard of colloidal silver, there's also colloidal gold. You just don't see it that much because it's apparently very expensive to make and buy. So the shadow, or the lead, embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain, which is running rampant on this planet, along with other things running rampant, but I'm going to not touch that at the moment without gloves. Light attribute inspires you to put compassion into action. And you know what, Virgo? That's our bailiwick. Putting compassion into action through service. That's what we do. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Pluto, Uranus, I don't care what part of your body is involved. We are here to serve, but must make sure that we are being served, at least are serving ourselves, or that there is reciprocity. We are not slaves, we're servants. There's a difference. A slave archetype does not have the choice. The servant does. Different archetype, but make sure that you are moving yourself into that light attribute, putting compassion into action, or that you are dealing, if you are dealing with an advocate, that they are above board with this stuff, with an organization, right? Or with the situation that you're in, because many people can have different ideas of how to put compassion into action, but are they all dealing with the light, or are they hiding some stuff for personal gain in the shadow? Don't you feel like Tina Belcher would be a Virgo? I think so. I think she would be. I mean, Louise is definitely an Aries. Come on. The zodiacally archetype, the entire Belcher family. Breathe. Oh, we did this one. Sorry. Ground mark. Oh, that's good. The energy's high on this one. I'm glad. This is my last one for the day, man. I gotta take a break after this one. Luchnesad is coming. Lamas is on its way, unless you're watching this later, obviously. Breathe. My angels and my archangels, please, what is the healing angel that the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs most needs to call upon to help heal this advocate dealio going on from this full moon in Aquarius to new moon in Leo, August 2020? Please, what say you, my angels and archangels? Serenity now! We got the Serenity Angel. Now you gotta call upon the Serenity of Angel. And if you don't know the prayer, oh, do allow me. Now, this is my version of it. You can find it anywhere online. It's an Alcoholics Anonymous 12-step thing, but it is one that here's my version. Here, I'll do it in Virgo voice. Oh dear God, Goddess, all that is, Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, Zan, Jaina, Fred, Wilma, whoever, whatever, grant me the serenity to accept this crazy caca that I can't do anything about, the courage to change the things I can in my own interior world, and the wisdom to know the difference, right? Because sometimes you're hung up on something that you can't change on the outside, and all you can do is change the way you are dealing with it within yourself. But if we knew how to do that, we'd be doing it. So it's no shame to call upon an angel for help. Please, angel of serenity, help me know the difference. Yeah? The wisdom. Give me the wisdom to know the difference and the capacity, right? To actually do that. It's a pretty good card and very healing for us. You know, because sometimes I do and I do and I do for your people, and what do I get, right? It's like, grant me the serenity to accept that I play a role in that and that there are things I can change there. Let's look what's going inside. Daughters of the Moon Tarot. the voices of the goddesses, the divine yin, the world behind your eyes, maybe even the soul at that level of depth that you need to be aware of. That's the need. Each of these is about what do you need? What do I need to be aware of within my own interior world? Breathe. My goddesses, there you are. Please, one card in clarity for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do we need? I'll include me in this. I will certainly include me in this. What do we need? This Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What do we need to know about our own interior world? What's going on inside of ourselves? This full moon in Aquarius to new moon next in Leo, August 2020. Bingo was his name-o. Six of Pentacles, success. Success under handicap, but success. Now look at the picture. It's like Special Olympics. It's a wheelchair race, right? So maybe you have not been given everything necessary that you think you need, at least, right? Maybe that there have been some things that you cannot change, right? That's Serenity Prayer. But you do have the interior strength to pull this off. Now, this is inside success, inside success. It does indicate that this can be commuted or expressed or manifested in the outside world. But it's definitely saying that the success right now is about what's going inside of you. You know, the courage to change the things I can. Cœur, which is the root of the word, is the French word for the heart. So we're really looking at what you can change emotionally. And the way that you do that is, yes, through courage, by saying, I am not going to take responsibility for that which is outside of the boundary. Virgos are all about boundaries, right? We are. We're the virgins in spirit, mostly. But, you know, it is saying that's your issue. I can serve, I can help. I can do it with you, but I can't do it for you. Like healing. It's like I can help you heal sometimes, right? It's twin flame, you can't. If it's a soulmate, you can. But I have to have a really healthy boundary here so that I can change the things I can within myself. And yes, there's some pain involved in this. There's been some time. This has been going on for a while is my case, is my vibe in here. But that it's about balancing justice and compassion, putting compassion into action, something fair. Well, justice and compassion is definitely more of the judge archetype, which was the Leo reading I just did. But, you know, it's not just feeling compassion, it's how do you put it into action. But it feels like that compassion, there's a breakthrough for us on the inside here. But we need that serenity for things to settle down a little bit so that we can do that, right? The next deck, Mythic Tarot, the voices of the gods, the divine yang, the divine masculine. What we need to know, either in our own masculine energy, going from this success, right, inner to the outer, feminine to masculine, or what we need to be aware of in this situation in the externals, in the world outside of our eyes. Breathe. I know, like for a 7-card draw, really helpful clues, tips, and hints, right? My gods, please, one card in clarity for us Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do we need to be aware of outside of ourselves or in our own masculine energy? This full moon in Aquarius to new moon next in Leo, August 2020, please. What have you got for us, my gods? Remember how I said the Leo energy before? The Leo card? Well, this is the Leo card. Queen of Wands. Now, what I love about both of the tarot decks that I read is there's no monkeying about where it says, oh, it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Nope, this is Leo, right? Literally a lion on the card. And the same thing with the Daughters of the Moon. They print the name of the zodiac sign right on the card. So this is Leo energy. So in terms of our masculine energy, when it's a court card, this could be your own Leonine energy, even if you have no planets in Leo. I'm Leo rising. Don't be shocked. But it can be your 5th house, right? Whatever's going on in your 5th house or whatever's going on in the sign of Leo in your natal chart. It's about creativity, good fortune, and not just self-expression, but really creative expression, how you put the success into the world. Very lovely. Now, there might be some, like, handicaps along the way. There might be some, but you know, great art comes from people who've had blocks put in their way. It's just true, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Walking on Sunshine, Katrina and the Waves is a wonderful song when you're driving with the top down. But, you know, Tangled Up in Blue, right? It's like they're both creativity, but some of them are really true expressions, and some are just to have a good time, and that's all neutral to me. It's not one is better than the other. But there's definitely something about either your own creativity, good fortune, how you're putting yourself out in the world in a, one would say, a big way if it's the Leo card, the Queen of Wands, or you are dealing with a Leo energy here in some way, shape, or form outside of yourself. That you have to kind of be an advocate for, but do make sure that no one here is embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. Is this completely above board? Because all that glitters is not gold. Let's see. Now that we've got the basic lay of the land here with an angel that you can call upon, these next 3 cards will really be about the healing of all of this. We're going to talk to the Ascended Masters in 2 different decks. The first of which is the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack. 4 suits. Problem, Luck, Healing, and Grace. Let's see which one you need to be aware of. Breathe. All right, I hear you, my Ascended Masters. We'll see how this plays out. 1 card in clarity, please. For this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What do we need to be aware of? What is the luck that we need to see? The problem we need to be aware of? The healing that we need to embrace? Or the grace that we need to allow in this full moon in Aquarius to new moon next in Leo, right? What is it that we need? What is it we most need to be aware of, my Ascended Masters? There have been so many problem cards coming up. We got a luck one. Laughter. Creativity and good fortune. Laughter, good time, pleasure. We need to we got to remember to laugh, and that's very much part of the Serenity card, right? Sometimes the ridiculousness of the divine plan, and I think the divine plan is ridiculous from our point of view. Well, from our point of view, it looks like chaos. From the gods' point of view, it's perfect choreographed order because we don't see the whole picture. So remember, it's okay to laugh. Like sometimes the hypocrisy of it all, sometimes there's nothing to do but laugh, right? You just need to kind of sit back and go, this is ridiculous. Or there has been something. I'm going to put this all together because I'm feeling different scenarios going on here. There could be something that you finally have an inner breakthrough with involving someone that has some sort of Leo energy about them, and someone who is either visible or there's a thing of visibility and being seen here, something expressive, where there's some laughter here. There's an opportunity for you to laugh or laugh with somebody in a way as a result of that serenity. Because sometimes when you have changed the things that you can within yourself, you see things differently, and you get a flash of the divine plan and you go, oh my God, this has been in play for 20 years, right? That kind of thing. And you're just seeing now what it all comes to. And with that feeling of momentum of success, that's lovely. Oh, I'm so glad. Let's keep going. Because anything else that comes after this is going to be, well, I won't say icing on the cake, essential components to the cake. But we're looking at, you know, the Whispers of Love Oracle here, the voices of the higher selves, 5th dimension and above. Let's find out what we need. Breathe. I'm so glad this is my last reading for the day, please. The higher selves of all involved, my own included, most likely. Please, 1 card in clarity for this Leo collective, sorry, because I'm looking at the card, this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is it? What is the piece of inspiration, information, or insight that we most need from our higher selves, 5th dimensional and above, for this full moon in Aquarius to new moon next in Leo, August 2020. I have a really good idea what this is about for me. I don't think I'm going to say it, but I will tell you that we need to know there is a new love in play here. And that's what I thought. New love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. And I'm going to say with this Leo card and with this laughter card, this could very much be, yes, a friend, yes, a family member, something that was a stumbling block that compassion is now put into action and you sort of get a restart. If it's somebody that you had a bit of a falling out with, some problems with, you've now gained the necessary emotional stability and momentum and success within yourself to actually move this forward. And if there was bad blood between the two of you, you'll now be able to laugh at it. This is a new love for you. Now, it could also be in work or spiritual growth. Absolutely. But my God, the compassion, if you can see that you've both suffered, then it's time to commiserate. It's got the word misery in it, yeah. But there's just something very warm and lovely here. And this laughter is not derisive, mean laughter. It might be the laughter of, oh my God, what we put ourselves through, right? But a new love is here. And I am feeling for a lot of you, it is romantic sexual, and I do feel like it's somebody you know before, but it is renewed. Somebody, a dear friend of mine, she calls herself Moll Flanders. Not her name, but has become a very good friend of mine, said to me that, you know, the energy how a relationship starts, like if it's clandestine and hidden, that has to carry through the relationship until it's undone, usually by the two of you exploding and then coming back together in a renewal. And that's a soulmate contract most likely, but neither here nor there yet. Last card down, Healing Mantra Deck, Matt Kahn. From the Ascended Masters, who gave us this card of laughter, and I'm really glad they did, because I need it. We all need to laugh. It really is the best medicine, at least spiritually, psychologically, right? I wouldn't apply that to other things. Virgo that I am, breathe. Oh, ho, ho. My Ascended Masters, please, one card in clarity. For this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, myself included, what is the perfect healing mantra that we need this full moon in Aquarius? Something's going to go down on the full moon, ain't it? Right after Lughnasadh, that's interesting. Oh, clairvoyance for fun and profit. All right, what is the healing mantra we most need for this full moon in Aquarius to the new moon in Leo? And the Leo card is on the table here. August 2020, what is our perfect healing mantra for the Virgo collective? Ask the angels for angelic support. Asking for angelic support. My angels respond when I am open and authentic about how I feel. I think that's really what the Six of Pentacles is about. There's been some kind of breakthrough within yourself where you're finally able to admit how you feel, or at least embrace how you feel, where there was a lot of pain around that. It feels like there's a breakthrough. And again, this can have, both meanings can be true. You're dealing with some other kind of Leonine energy here in another person, but you're also ready to shine and express yourself and kind of have a good laugh about the whole thing. My angels respond when I am open and authentic about how I feel. Let me read you this one. Where are you? Asking for angelic support. It's a little bit long, but I'll break it down for you. My angels respond when I am open and authentic about how I feel. When asking for angelic support, you are requesting solutions from a higher realm of consciousness. Now that right there is what these What Do I Need reads are about, okay? Asking for support, in this case information, to be supportive of our healing journey, right? From my pantheons. Such a realm of consciousness works in accordance with free will, which we have, to help you face your experiences instead of helping you avoid them. In other words, you're going to learn, you're going to heal, you're going to grow with their help, but they're not going to let you run away with it. Oh, you can run away, you can avoid, you can repress, you can drug and alcohol yourself into, well, for Virgos, workaholicize yourself into a whole other dimension of ridiculousness. But with this card of humor, that really feels like you are going to be able to laugh at this stuff. Rather than believe the cause of your feelings must be changed or eliminated, it is essential that you ask your angels for better ways of viewing the feelings that keep getting triggered. This is, I believe, where the laughter comes in. This is where I do believe that this piece of luck, that you, once you see it differently, you'll be like, oh my God, that's ridiculous, right? It might even have a familiar theme, either to like a movie or a book or something. Oh my God, I'll never forget the day I was dating this Aries, and he broke up with me to date someone 14 years younger. I mean, oh my God, this was a long time ago. And I was like really bummed by it. And I remember I had my hair back in, you know, like a bandana, and I was sweeping, and I was reading Carolyn Mace's Sacred Contracts. I was like, what story am I in? And I remember the guides took my head, turned it like that, and there on the shelf was the DVD of Ever After with Drew Barrymore, and I went, I'm Cindy Fuckarella. I love, oh my God, what was it? Not Working Girl. The name of the movie just went out of my head. Julia Roberts, Pretty Woman. Thank you. Roy Orbison, walking down the street. Where was I? Because each trigger represents a healing. You are more likely to feel the presence of your angels when asking for their help to face your most difficult emotions. And there's no question, this has been difficult. The Six of Pentacles in this deck isn't just talking about balance, give and take physically. This is in the interior world. So something has come to balance, right? The healing is really available here. In order to access angelic assistance, this is really key, it is important to be with your feelings so your angels know where your support is needed most. In other words, you can't say, all right, angels, I know I'm going to be upset later, so can you get that out of the way? You have to be in it. That's when you make the call. This mantra is ideal for unraveling the spiritual ego, which the ego will use spirituality to torture you, giving up patterns of avoidance, right? Can you get that out of the way for me, please? And being a better receiver. Now, I will say as Virgos, receiving is not always our greatest skill. We're givers. And yet we get so angry when we don't get back in return. But isn't that the balance that we're working for here? The balance of giving and receiving. Because giving and receiving are one in truth. Ask the Course in Miracles. Let me put it together for us, shall we? We're dealing with the advocate archetype. Ultimately, we're shooting to put compassion into action here, but we need to ask for the angel of serenity to help us through this, because there's probably moving pieces that we can't do anything about that are already in play. But we have going on inside of us that we need to be aware of is that we have achieved some kind of internal balance, some sort of success, like even if just getting, well, considering the Five of Pentacles before it, the earthquake in this deck, that we survived it, and there is a success in that, probably a mental emotional one that might involve the physiology and the body itself. If this is about sexuality, that would be part of that, because here we have in the outside world dealing with some kind of Leo energy or our own expression of this in a bright, positive, compassionate, active way that the Ascended Masters are saying you can laugh. Just laugh, right? See it from that higher place. I'm going to skip around because you are asking for the angelic support here so that you can really embrace the new love, either a brand new love coming in, a work opportunity, a spiritual growth, or I'm really feeling, I don't know if I want to call it a reconciliation, but an interior success involving either a new love or a love that what happened before, phew, you couldn't have been maintained, but you come together again as brand new people, though you know each other. And that feels really, really clear. And that's going to allow you both to laugh and go, oh my God, what were we thinking? I'm so sorry. And just like, I know, it was stupid. I love you. You know, those sort of laughing, crying tears. Really lovely. Let me give you the blessing. May the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need to ask for the angelic support that they need, because their angels will respond when they are open and authentic about how they feel, about this emotional breakthrough that they're having inside of them that they are becoming aware of, that they can find the serenity from the angels that they ask for support here so that they can be the advocate, putting compassion into action, not just theoretically, with some sort of Leo vibe here, creativity, good fortune, pleasure, either in their own expression or dealing with someone of that energy so that they can laugh and enjoy themselves in the new love that manifests for them during this waning moon process from the full moon in Aquarius to new moon in Leo. So mote it be. And so it is. So very, very happy this one went well for us. My Virgos, Virgo power. Again, please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment if it resonates. If not, it's just not your reading this time around. Check your other signs. Otherwise, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of it all. Nice way to end the day doing my YouTube reads here, my darlings. I love you so much. Keep serving. Just make sure you're in the mix, okay, darling? Wishing you the very best and the very blessed of it all. This new moon to full moon next. A full moon to new moon next. I need a break. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.